Hi guys, good morning. I hope you're able to hear me. So let's go to the workspace. I'm just opening my notebook. Okay, so I need an employee data frame. I'm just going to take this. So in order to run this, we required compute. I'm just creating it. So let it create. Give me a moment. It will be created. Yeah, so yesterday I forgot guys to update the notes. I'll update today. Okay, now cluster is available. I'm just creating this employee data frame. So now employee data frame is available. Let's execute this command also. Okay, so in the last session, we have seen how we can do the data aggregation with single column and multiple columns. We came across it. Okay, so there is one more topic is there, that how we can apply data combining. So if you wanted to combine the data, how exactly we can do it, that I'm going to talk about it. Just give me a moment. So if you remember, we talked about this data combining in SQL Server, as well as even in Data Factory also we came across with join transformation. Okay, so join transformations we have seen as part of the Data Factory. And even in SQL also we came across these joins like inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. So all these kind of joins that we came across it. Now I wanted to apply the joinings in the Databricks with PySpark style. So we can do it with SQL style also by writing pure SQL code. We can do it, but apart from that, we can also do it with the PySpark style also. So it's very simple. You need to create two data frames. One is employee data frame. I'm going to create. We already created employee data frame, and department data frame also. I'm just going to create it. Department underscore dir. So let me check first, is department table, a department file available or not. Let's go to catalog, BBSS, file store, AD02, source, department.json is available. Okay, let's take the data from the department.json. We'll see. dpt underscore df equals to spark dot read dot format. Can specify JSON here. Dot load. So just specify the path of it. File store, AD02, source. Under source we have a department.json. Let's execute it. Now if you expand this, it is having everything is as a string. it was terminated. So let me restart my server. Okay, so one mistake is happened. One property I missed it. That is multi-line. We need to make it as a true. So this is an option. So we already seen, right? Options we can specify. Since we have a multiple lines in a JSON files, I mean to say it's not a single line. So when you have a multiple lines, then we need to say multi-line as true, because by default it is a false. So we need to make it as a true. That was missing here. So options, multi-line, I'm just making it as a true, and then I'm just loading it. When I execute this, now I'm getting a schema here. I mean to say 3 columns are getting. And schema also is not up to the requirement, right? So we can create here. I'm just making this as a task. $29. Creating department dpt_df by reading data from JSON file. Okay, so schema is not available, right? So I'm just going to say dpt_schema equals to, so we know already how we can do it, and I'm just going to say department number as integer data type, and I'm just taking same namings. Rename as a string data type and LOC string data type. So I wanted to take this schema I guess we can use schema here. Schema, paste the schema name. I can just load it. Now you can see I have a integer data type. Okay, so from here, once we have a department data frame, I'm just displaying the data and display of data frame. Now I have a data frame data. I mean, it's the data frame department is available as well as employee is available. Now I wanted to apply data combining between them. So since we already talked about them theoretically, like how we can join the two tables, different types of joins, we talked about that. Okay, let me take this as 30. Applying joins to combine the data from emp underscore df and dpt underscore df. So first join, I'm just going to talk, that is inner joins. So we know it. Okay, so theoretically we know it. To get only matching records between two data frames, we are going to use it is used to get matching records between two data frames. So emp underscore df. Why? What is happening in my cluster? That possibly I'm getting it. Okay, let me check with other. So I guess facing the same issue while doing practice. So let me start it from here. When I used the Gmail, I didn't face that kind of issues, but when I use with this one, Outlook, it is getting some problems. These two files I have to keep it in this particular folder. If I have an employee AD02, Okay, so let me upload these two files. AD02 slash source department.json. Let me upload this first. Under AD02 under source, let me upload employee.txt. Now let's try to execute this. So same path, I just kept it here also so that I can execute the code. Let's execute this cell also. Now I'm going to write emp.df dot join. It is going to join with department underscore df. So it is going to join with the department df, and then we need to specify the common column between them, or we need to specify a condition between these two data frames. emp underscore, not dot, it is underscore emp underscore df dot department number equals to dpt underscore df dot department number. So I wanted to specify what type of join it is. The type of join is inner, and then dot show. Let's try. Now I can see that it is giving the inner join data here. It is only giving matching records. So we already talked about how exactly this is going to give matching records. This particular part is going to be given when you use the inner. So matching records between the two tables, you are going to get it if you use it inner. So the way how we are going to join is, we are going to use the join function. This join function will be used to join the data. Let me say data frame dot join. Again, data frame 2, then join condition, and then type of join. So this is the function that we are going to use in order to join the data. Okay, so inner join means you are going to give a inner. If it is a left outer, then how you can get it? So that I'm just saying, let's take the copy of this. So the second is left join. So it is just to get matching, it is just to get all records from left side data frame and matching records from right side data frame. So it is going to be same to same. I'm just going to say it is a left underscore outer. Let me take the same naming standard here also. So if it is a left outer, you have to give left underscore outer join, and you can see for depart number 101, we don't have a employee numbers. We don't have a employee numbers, if you observe. For employee 101, we is not having the department. So department details are not available. Because of that reason, you are getting a blank here. In this particular case, you are getting a blank. So this is the left outer join. That means all records from the employee data frame and matching records from the department data frame. And quite opposite to left outer, we have a right outer join. Let's take a 3. In place of left, you can say right. So it is just to get all records from right side data frame and matching records from left side data frame. So here it is just going to change to right. Now let me execute this. I'm just making this comment. You can see. If you take a department number 40 and 50, we are not having the employees under this. That means all records from this table and matching records from this table. If there is no match for any of the record, either from left side or right side, you are going to have a nulls. Okay, that is one thing. And there is a full outer join also. So in place of this right outer, we can say full outer, full underscore outer join. All the records from both of the data frames you are going to get if it is a full outer join. $40, $50 also is there, this particular part, and this is also available. Okay. Now, if I wanted to get only the people like, let's say, let me write a task. Get employee details. If the employee is not having, if the employee is not having a department and location. So if the employee is not having the department and location, then I wanted to get those details only. So first of all, you need to apply the join between these two data frames. emp underscore df dot join, and then it is going to join with the debit underscore df, and then we need to apply the join condition emp underscore df dot department number equals to debit underscore df dot department number. When I show here, and we need to specify the type of join also, I'm just going to say a left underscore outer. Let's execute it. Now you're having here. Okay, so this person only is not having the employee details. So I wanted to say this person details on it. So if this is the case, then what you can do is you can apply a filter. You can apply a filter. So here itself you can apply a filter, or you can save this entire result into another data frame and you can apply the filter. So let me apply filter here itself. Filter. You have to concentrate if department, if dname is null, then that record I wanted to bring it. So I wanted to say dpt underscore df dot dname is null. Let me show. Now you can see it is getting only if department number is null. Sorry, if department name is null, then I'm trying to get that. So, but I don't need all this details. Okay, you can also keep them if you wanted to keep it. And if you don't need, if you wanted to take only this part of the details, then you can take even this part of the details also. So on top of this, again, you have to write a select function. Okay, you can write a select function to get only required columns. So something like select. In select, you can specify all this list of columns. Employee number, e-name, job, hire date. I'm just taking 3 columns only. Commission, department number, commission. Before that, let's take a salary. So like this, you can write whatever the columns you wanted to take it, and then you can just say so. So after applying the filter, it has to take the somewhere the department. This department number is there in both the places, right? That is what it is making a problem. So what you can do is, in this particular case, I'm going to say employee underscore df dot department number. Let's try executing again. Because this department number is available in both the places, in the department data frame and employee data frame is having. If that is the case, then you can specify with exact, like we used to give alias name, right, in the SQL Server. In the same way here also you can do it. Okay, so this is how we can do. And I wanted to say one more task. Create data frame to show data as department number, department name, LOC, and salary. Okay, so department wise total salary, I wanted to say it. Department wise total salary, I wanted to do it. So if it is a SQL Server, you can do it very easily. Let's say this is something like you can keep all the salaries. Is very much similar. You can keep it, but I don't want to see with the department number wise. I wanted to see with the department name wise. So if this is the case, then basically how usually you can do it in a SQL is you need to join this data with you have to join this data with the department table, then you can do it. So E inner join department D on E dot department number equals to D dot department. So this is a E dot department number and this is a E dot department number. This is fine, and I need one more new column. What is the column in department table? Okay. So there is a role table. I'm just going to make that as a now just try, it will execute. And now I wanted to take A dot data department. I guess D name it is. Let's see. So let's execute this. So department name wise it is giving, and location also I'm just going to give here. Location. So this is how you can do it, right? The same thing I wanted to do it in Databricks also. First two things. You can go for first data aggregation and keep the data aggregation data frame, and then you can go for joining. You got my point, right? emp underscore df dot group by. Group by, what are the group by columns? But if I go with, group by department number. Department number is enough. Okay, so once you have a group by, then I'm going to apply, let me keep this in a I'm just giving some name for this. So on top of this, I'm going to apply all the aggregations. Like we have to say AGGR. To use this AGGR function, we have to import that from SQL functions from PySpark .sql.functions import star. So I'm just importing everything, and here I'm just going to say sum of salary sum of salary dot alias name is salary dot so. Okay, so let me say for one of them, then we'll see how we can handle it. AGGR or AGG. Let's try. Okay, so department number wise it is giving, and you can take a copy of this. So here I'm just going to say employee number, and the function is count and count, avg salary, avg salary, min of salary is min salary, max is max salary. Let's try to execute this. So once you have this data, then you can apply join. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this entire thing in one data frame, and then I'm going to apply a join. Okay, so here I'm just going to say df1 equals to df1 dot so. So I'm able to see the data here. And next is same join, you can use it. df1 dot join with dpt underscore df, comma, and df1 dot department number equals to emp underscore dpt underscore dot department number, comma, inner. So if I say dot show, then you can get all the data you're getting. You can apply a select function on top of it, whatever the columns you require. I need df1 dot department number, comma, what else I required? I required a dname, I required LOC, I required salary, account, avg salary, min salary, max salary, dot so. So this is how we are going to do it. Same result we are getting. Okay, so do you have any questions as of now? Okay, I will give a task to you. Okay, so I'll attach those two files. Just try from your side. create a data frame to show data with the following format. For this one, I'm going to upload the files. The two files data I'm going to upload in a .csv. Okay, so just try to bring the data in these two formats. I mean to say brand, color, and sales. Okay, so this is the task for you. Any questions? Yes, I'm stopping here. So in the next session, what I'm going to do is, here we have seen how we can how we can do the transformations under. And then if I wanted to save this data, how you can save it, where you can save it. It's very simple. It's not much difficult. Okay, so the way you're going to use the read function in the form of reading. And in order to write the data, we have a function called a write function. You can use the write function in order to write the data. After doing all the transformations, let's say once I get the result is like this, then this result I wanted to store in a file. Okay, so how you can do it if it comes to you. So storing, I'll talk about it, at least to just observe how we can bring the data for the brand, color, and sales. Okay, so once you get the data, how we can save this data into the target as a file, how we can do it, we'll see that. In tomorrow's session, I'm going to show you how we can save this result. It's just one command only, not much difficult. It's very simple only. Okay, you got my point, right?
Yeah, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So far we worked on the file. Suppose if two files with same structure.
You have to go for union.
Okay.
Union function is there.
Okay, in the data frame. How about RDD, sir?
RDD also we have it.
Okay, so
say once you have a structure, then you can go for union. When you have a structure, you can do it. Okay, so I recommend basically once RDD is having, it is ready for structure, then create a data frame on top of it and go for union. It is easy. If you do with RDD, if you do with union with RDD, you can also do it, but you have to be very careful. Okay, so I always recommend try to convert that RDD into a data frame, and then you can go for transformations. Even you can find many many options in the Google. You can get a syntax. You can just try to apply it. We have a union.
Yeah, thank you.
And even we are doing all this stuff right here. For example, if you don't remember this, how you can handle it? We can write a SQL. Okay, so mostly I'm going to start talking about this Spark SQL and tomorrow. Okay, so that we can have a clear picture. We already talked about the SQL code. The same SQL code we can try to practice as part of the Databricks, like a Spark SQL. Okay, so we'll see how we can handle those things also.
But in terms of performance wise, either we can use Spark
and
SQL. Okay, all
this code will convert into RDD.
Okay.
Okay, and performance, when you compare with RDD, we have a more performance storing options in the data frame side. Okay, so there is a broadcast. Okay, so broadcast variable there is to ask. Especially when you go for joining. I'll talk about it. What is this broadcast? I think in Data Factory, I talked about it, if you remember, right?
Broadcast.
Yeah, broadcast mechanism. We talked in the Data Factory. Theoretically, we talked about it. Okay, so if you have a small amount of data in a separate data frame, in a separate cluster node, So you have to, every node has to go and travel to here and get the data for getting it. Okay, so this table is having more number of partisans in different nodes. So every time it has to travel here and get the data. Instead of that, if this data is available here itself, if this partition is available here itself, then it can join the data then and there. It's not required to travel. So in that case, we can make one of the table as a broadcast table. So at the time of joining only, we are going to get this problem. Okay. So it's a simple only. Okay. So how we can do it, I'll tell you. For depart, I'll show you how we can make a broadcast for one of the table. We can make this as a broadcast variable. So once it is broadcasted, then this is going to be available in all the nodes. All the nodes it is going to be available, so that it improves the performance.
I have one more doubt, sir.
Yeah.
In general, network environment. So when we are handling the files, so all these files will be stored in somewhere like blob storage or DBFS files. Okay. From there, so suppose if they stored in the ADF, so that is going to be covered in the upcoming classes or how it is?
Where you wanted to store?
In data frame, sir. Right now we're not touching that blob storage, right?
Yeah, we are going to see as part of the project. I'll take you through. Okay.
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 Fine.
So here I'm not. I'm not taking ADLS. Basically, when you work with Azure Databricks, 100% that is a ADLS of it. Just for avoiding the cost, I'm not taking that ADLS now. At the time of project, I'm going to show you ADLS of it.
Words and everything. Those will be covered in the project itself. Okay.
It's completely like it is going to be there, something like this.
So this is already prepared
for other like
other batches.
what is that 7:30 p.m. that is going on. Okay, so we are going to see that all those things, like how we can create a notebooks, how we can create a tables, metadata tables. Okay, so all those things we are going to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any other question? So here my intention is with this community edition, I wanted to talk about the subject, like how we can do transformations. If they ask, data aggregation is one type of transformation. Okay, so data combining is a transformation. Union is a transformation. Okay, all these things, the way you do in ADF, the same we can do here also. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, then I'm stopping here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sir,
Ravi, I have gone through your profile. There are very less responsibilities related to data engineering.
okay. Can you please mention
Technologies is okay. Yeah, I'll do it, but the problem is if I'll try to add it. If I add, let's say you ask and someone asks, the properties, the responsibilities I'll give as a same kind of responsibilities. So,
yeah, same what you are doing in your company, just keep all of them.
I'll keep that. The problem is if let's say Viren also asks, I'll keep the same thing, right? So it should be like something duplicate.
No.
So later,
I
can
make
modify
them,
it later.
Yeah,
Okay?
I don't keep as this.
Okay.
Using other tools, I'll modify them.
Okay, so I'm just
And
going
make
to
them the
keep.
content is unique.
Okay, perfect.
Otherwise,
I'll, yeah,
so
please.
otherwise, better if you could mention here so that everyone can. I mean,
That's
it's
what
not
actually. That's what actually the intention is. After completion of the project, I wanted to walk you through the reason. So by the time you'll be having all responsibilities, right? So what we have done, what we are going to do. So then if I talk, then you'll get a clear picture. If I talk in the middle, you may not get an idea properly. You got my point, right? So for that reason, I'm just waiting for that. But Viren he's having some urgency. He wanted to get as early as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, for that reason, he's requesting.
No problem, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, then we'll send tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.